Hi everyone, my name is Rajashekar. Welcome to my channel. This video is about timeline method using Chamsys, and this is a version 2 of the video. I'll demonstrate some mistakes and challenges you would come across while using this method so that you'll be aware of it. There are many ways to go about using this method. I'm showing you one style and we will keep improvising this as the series goes. People who are new to DMX in Unreal Engine and Chamsys, check the description for order of videos you need to watch to grasp the basics of DMX and then get back to this one. We will begin by placing wave format of audio file which we are going to use for timeline in Documents, Magic Queue, Show, Audio folder. Chamsys supports both WAV and MP3, but I would recommend go for WAV format as Unreal Engine only supports WAV in the event if you want to import audio into Unreal Engine. I am going to demonstrate using the Virtual Studio map and show file I built for it. For this method, I am going to leave the first slot of playback empty on every page. Click on clear button, then click record and then click on empty playback slot. Let's call it music or anything you wish using the set button. This is music playback and it's going to trigger the timeline music and also going to control the timeline playback. This music fader also needs to be active whenever you wish to access the timeline. Now, the next step would be to make this music playback appear on all pages. As we record music used to playback pages after pages, every time you wish to access the timeline, you'll have to go to page 1 to activate music fader. That's why we need to have it appear on all pages. Do not record on the music fader. To make the music fader appear on all pages, on the top right below patch button, click on playback with music fader selected. In the bottom left, default cue stack should be set to on. The moment you do that, you can notice the word DEF on music fader, which indicates this will be rolled over to all pages and it has become a default stack. Let's change some settings for the music fader. Double click on music fader and change halt to timecode. Click cue timing on top and choose yes. Let's load the music file to the fader by clicking on the music fader playback button thrice and click on audio DJ tab at the end. Look below for audio file. Double click on it and pick your music which was placed in Magic Queue folder in Documents. Let's preview the audio by turning up the fader on music. That's the music we're going to use for the demo. Now, if the audio isn't playing on your Chamsys, it could be that the audio output isn't configured. To configure the audio, click Setup button, then Ports, change the audio output to internal sound card, which is console or PC, and audio output device to default. Now, if it's done correctly, every time you turn up the fader, the music would play. With music fader active, let's click on Timeline button. Then click View Editor and you can notice the music waveform and the timeline. Use Control key followed by scroll on your mouse to zoom in and zoom out. To play the music, turn the fader up. Let's lock the music layer in timeline. Set the center scroll to on so that the playhead is always visible. I'm going to mute the music as it might distract you when trying to follow the tutorial. From this point, what I'm going to do is I'm going to match the recorded lights below in playback to the music beats and let's see how it goes. I'm going to record the strobe in the rear for the first beat. Click on Add TC track. The moment you do that, the timeline starts recording, and when you click on any playback and when you do a fader up and down, it records that activity. Click on recording again to stop the recording. Now the strobe fader activity is recorded as two keys in timelines. One is the on, which is 100%, and the second key is off, which is 0. You can move the recorded keys to desired spot where you want it to be. In our case, it needs to be in the first beat of the music. To preview with music, turn down the music fader and turn it back on. You can start or stop or seek the music timeline by clicking on Start Stop in TC button at the top. But for you to do that, the music fader needs to be turned on. You can also drag the playhead to the beginning for the music to start over as it's playing. If you wish to loop a particular portion of music to plan and test a light, you can use enable TC loop. To set in and out for loop, hold shift and you will notice the word config TC loop. Click on it and set your in and out loop. Press restart in TC to start over the timeline music. As soon as your playhead reaches the in point, it will start the looping process. To disable the looping, click on enable TC loop and the blue highlight goes off. To reconfigure the in and out for the loop, repeat the same step as above. Now for this portion of music, I am changing the color of light using ink and update button. Make sure to click on music fader below when trying to access the timeline. You should remember this all the time. Otherwise, you might notice the timeline shows as empty and you'll be wondering what really happened. So always make sure the very first element in your playback is music fader, wherein you're recording all this activity. Make sure it's clicked before accessing the timeline. Let's record following the same method as above, this time with loop active. It can be hard to record with loop in place. So let's disable automatic loop and delete the keys which got recorded. To delete all the keys, hold shift and drag across the keys, press remove button and then press the enter button. You can also remove the track which does not have any keys on it. If you leave a track empty, it's going to occupy space on your timeline. Click remove and click the corresponding track to delete it. It is important to lock your previous layers as you might accidentally delete them or record on them. Let's try to record again after restarting TC, and I've got to know where exactly the beat starts so that I can start the fader. This is not important. You can always record anywhere and position the keys again. Now we have a problem. A key from music fader got added to the timeline. This would cause the timeline to stop as you try to record or play. Let's get rid of it and start over again. Make sure delete the empty track. Now you can enable TC loop to see your in and out point and use them as guide to position your recorded keys. This is one of the method. You can notice I forgot to press stop recording. Make sure to click on recording once you're done. You can also record keys to the same track by clicking on insert to track. But when your keys gets more, it's best to keep them on a separate track. Let's preview both sets of keys we recorded. I think it's slightly off. Let me correct it and check again. I'm locking the layer once it's finalized. Once locked, you will not be able to move the keys, so make sure to unlock if required. To record next set of lights for the music. I'm changing the color of the pre-recorded lights again in playback before recording. Recording again, and I forgot to stop it. I'm intentionally leaving it to show you if recording isn't stopped, it might record even when you click on a fader, so watch out for that. Fixing the keys to match the music and then again locking the layer. Adjusting the keys again, let's do that. I made a mistake after pressing record. I hit the wrong fader and you can notice it has put a key on timeline. getting rid of it and deleting the empty layer. Here's the situation. What's happening here is, for this light effects which we are trying to use, a strobe fader in page 2 is already active, but now we are trying to use this in page 3 in the same position. And we can notice fader is flashing because it's indicating us that this slot is already in use in some other page. That's why it's flashing red. You can either wait for it to stop playing before turning the fader on to record, or move this particular light effects fader to elsewhere. When you click add TC track, by default it plays only from the beginning. It doesn't start from the playhead position. I'm recording it again. This time it's fine. Now moving the keys as required. You can also click on red cross button on any layer to turn off its visibility temporarily and then turn it back on. There is also an option to set markers. We will discuss that in next series of timeline. Recording a pyro for a beat in between and positioning the keys. Getting rid of old light recorded keys. Let's re-enable all the layer for preview. I'm planning to finish the sequence with a laser. Let's do a final preview, and we need to disable TC loop before that. Now the Chamsys part is done. Let's head over to Unreal Engine to use Take Recorder to record the lights to a level sequencer. In Unreal Engine, go to Window, Cinematics, Take Recorder. Click plus source on the Take Recorder window and then choose DMX library. Click Null DMX library and then choose DMX library you created. Click Add all fixture patches. Scroll all the way down to see whether auto lock is unchecked. This is required in the event you wish to make any changes to keys. We might not need that, but let's keep it that way. Click on record button, close the level sequencer which pops up, wait for countdown to get over on record button, and then play music fader in Chamsys just once, and then turn down the fader when the sequence gets over. Now you can close off the Chamsys program, drag and drop or import the wave audio file from your computer into Unreal Engine. This might be useful if you want to match camera angles based on beats. Else you can match the music in your video editing program finally. Now you can locate the recorded sequence in Contents, Cinematics, Takes folder, open the level sequencer and you will see the recorded sequence of lights. Make sure to lock the light layer right away. You can either import audio for reference, else do it in your video editing program. You will now find me adding camera angles and rendering out the shot. It's now rendered out completely. Let's see the final output. Hope this video was useful to all beginners of Chamsys timeline. I know it's been a long video for a simple concept, but if you get this basics right, you'll be able to understand more advanced concepts of timeline easily. This was one of the method. As mentioned before, there are many types to go about doing this timeline. We will keep exploring this in upcoming videos. Thank you for tuning into my channel. I am Raj Shekhar. See you all next time.